All right, hockey fans, here we are. That's our first whistle of the game at 2:59 into the first period. We are scoreless here at the Clayton Ice Arena here in Clayton, New York. I will get to my play-by-play in a moment. I'm still completing my setup. Just wanted to get live as quickly as possible. Here in Clayton, I'm on this side of the ice instead of the other side. The other side, I've got more view of the ice, but it is black netting over there, and the iPhone especially does not do a good job of focusing through the black netting. 16:26 remaining in this first period. Loose puck in the Alfred State zone. That puck gets fired in by Weinbart, misses wide right. 64 for Alfred State. Has to go to pick up that puck. Sorry about that. I'm almost ready. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Almost had a neutral zone turnover at the blue line. Alfred State trying to hold that in, gets turned over to JCC. Outlet pass is disrupted. JCC able to bring that back in. From the corner shot, save Alfred State. Henry pass knocked away. Goes to the far side, picks up Alfred State's number 6. That hit the netting. I'll give us another break in the action, and perhaps I'll be able to catch up. Alfred State wins that draw. Puck gets sent back behind the net. Now back into the corner. Alfred State behind the net pass up to 17. Breaking out one-on-one. Little tried to toe drag. Could not do it. Could not complete the play. That puck gets iced. And bring the faceoff back down to the Alfred State side of the rink. Moving up with this puck, Tyler Sovey cut through the neutral zone like a hot knife through butter, stopped by Mason Willie on the far side. Oh, these are not in order. Oh, boy. Lucas Scanlon. Shot on goal, dished aside by the netminder, number 31, Thomas Herman. Oh, it's 39. I don't know who that is. And Alfred State's goaltender is going to cover that puck up and hold on to it for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Alfred State. They send this puck back behind their goal. Passed up into the neutral zone. Caught there by Owen Bismarck. Tries sending that back in, and it goes out of play into the Alfred State bench. Bismarck pushes his puck forward, knocked back out by number 17. Comes back to the defense. Evan Sanford sends this over. GDD pass. Pass gets sent up along the wall into the offensive end. Shot taken and a goal. Mason Savage. I thought it went in. It did go in. It's a goal. Mason Savage. We'll wait for our public address announcer to deliver the goal and assist makers. Kellen Duffy sends that behind the net. A long pass, and it's caught at the center ice by number 24 for Alfred State. He takes us up into the Ozo at the hash mark into the corner. Centering pass, nobody there. Taken away by Dylan Johnson. Johnson coming up on the near side. Passes this puck up to Mason Jeeves. Jeeves gets checked off of that puck. As that puck sails in, Jeeves recovers. Attacks number 7. So that is a JCC Cannoneers goal scored by number 71, Mason Savage, assisted by number 9, Cameron Weinbar. 71 from 9, Savage from Weinbar. Time of the Cannoneers goal, 7:49 of the first period, and they lead with a score of 1-0 with just under 11 minutes to go in this opening period. Puck gets sent back in, grabbed by Tyler Sovey. Sovey trying to come out with this puck, moves it up, hits Dylan Johnson. He touches into the corner, chases after centering pass intended for Tyler Whitmore. Whitmore misses it. Fanning on that from the blue line. Tanner Esposito taking it back, though, is Dylan Johnson. Loose puck out in front, swatted away by Alfred State. Going back for it, Nate Van Wee. Nate from the corner rips this all the way down. That was, I think, supposed to be a pass to Tanner. I think JCC's got to work on their communication a little bit. I don't know who that puck was intended for. Fight in the court, not fight, but battle in the corner. Picking that puck up, Nate Van Wee along the hash marks. Comes up into the neutral zone, passes it across, intended for Owen Eversole. Picked off by Alfred State. 8 feet 17, almost offside. 17 forced into the corner by Nate Van Wee. Coming over to help out, Tanner Esposito. Puck gets sent back behind the goal. Over into the corner here. Even I can't see it. And coming away with that puck are the Cannoneers. Into the Ozo with it. Shot taken. Owen Eversole. Save made. Eversole battling for that puck behind the goal. Goes over into the corner. Number 8 for Alfred State sends this up. Held in by Owen Van Bronklin. He gets a shot from the point. Save made. And that is going to be a penalty against Alfred State. I think no, it's going to be against Owen Ebersol. So it is a JCC penalty, number 14, Owen Ebersol, 2-minute minor for roughing, number 14, 2 minutes rough. Time of the minor penalty, 10:34 of the first period. And it's a power play opportunity for the Alfred State Pioneers. Face-off won by Alfred State. They secure this puck. Now it's taken away. Here comes JCC into the neutral zone. They get severely pressured off of that puck. Whoops. Alfred State trying to set it up. Looks like they've got a 2-3 set up for their power play. Coming up to attack that puck, Mason Savage. Savage with it. Feeds this up to Owen Bismarck. Busy coming into the Ozo. Gets that around number 6, and he's pulled down. And so he trips an Alfred State player. From a hole to a trip, and we're going to let them both go. Alfred State trying to come back out again with a minute 10 left in the power play. 24 brings that in successfully. Challenge all the way down into the corner. Puck gets sent around behind the net, up on the near side, taken away and knocked out into the neutral zone. And picking that puck up is Mason Savage. He cycles this around and passes over to Weinbar. Weinbar with it on the other side of the scorer's booth. Sends this out into the middle, picked up by A.J. Lugris. Lugris into the offensive end. Lugris' shot goes off the stick of Weinbar and sails high into the netting. Love it face off to the right side of, can't see who's in goal for JCC. I was setting up, I think it's Presley Patron. Face off won by JCC. Nate Van Wee sent this all the way around, held in by number 4, Jake Splain. And that puck gets knocked out of play. Again, 37 seconds remaining in the player advantage for Alfred State. 8:03 to go in this first period for JCC and Alfred State. They both play the same game. Please subscribe. During intermission, please call all of your friends or send them text messages. Put it on TikTok to subscribe to the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence on YouTube. That shot misses wide off the backboard, comes up, knocked back in by Bradley Maltby. At the red line, JCC trying to take over. Tanner Esposito trying to get this puck out at the blue line. Taken away, though, by 21. Shot fired, save made. This puck out in the neutral zone. 10 seconds to go in the penalty kill. Shot by Esposito gets blocked. Never makes it on net. Alfred State's going to try to get this out one more time. Cross pass over to 17, Rainier Khan. And the teams return to even strength. 5-on-5. That puck's out in the neutral zone. Knocked back in by Alfred State there while they're checking up on sides. Nate Van Wee moves up with this puck. Shot fired. Save made by Alfred State's goaltender. Tyler Sovey sharing his impression of Megan Pinzel right in front of me here. It's interesting to hear the language on the ice. Face-off won by JCC. Shot from the point, just wide. Collected by Jaden Taylor of Alfred State. Taylor stops short of Drew Blevins. Sends this puck into the corner. Battle for Peyton LeClaire. Peyton and Kellen Duffy have that puck wrapped up. Help coming in. There are 3 JCC players trying to get that puck out, and Alfred State wins. I can't see that puck. It's in the corner. That is blocked. Carson Barrett has it, sends this to the corner for Kellen Duffy. Kellen skating it up along the far boards, gets us into the neutral zone, and we're going to get a penalty. It's going to be an interference call against Alfred State. So Alfred State Pioneers penalty, number 3, Luke Alfieri, 2-minute minor for interference. Number 3, 2 minutes interference. Time of the minor penalty, 13:42 of the first period, and it's a Cannoneer power play. Johnson feeds this puck over to Kellen Duffy. Back to Duffy. Duffy sends it over to his left side. Now back behind is a Linebar. Linebar back up to Sobey. Sobey loses it. Duffy controls it at the center point position. Bounce pass to Linebar. Linebar comes back up to the top of the faceoff circle. Things look a little convoluted for JCC on the power play. A cross shot. Goal! Linebar from Johnson. 9 from 93. And perhaps looking discombobulated was part of the plan as the celly line comes over to high five. JCC power play goal scored by number 9, Cameron Weinbar. Assisted by number 93, Dylan Johnson. 9 from 93. Time of the Cannoneers power play goal. 4:14 of the first period, and they lead 2-0 here at the Clayton Recreation Arena. One comes up to the blue line, pass across to Sanford. This leaks its way out. Linebar has it at the center point position. Passes this over to Sanford. Sanford fires it, gets deflected away, picking it up. Bradley Maltby sends this behind the goal. Look at Estelle taking beautiful pictures right here in camera view. Oh, just make sure people know who you are. Puck held in by Sanford, knocked into the zone by Bismarck. Comes back out. Owen with it. The clapper goes into the corner. Weinbar moving up, making moves, takes it. I think that was a shot on goal, but he missed it by about 3.5 feet. Puck picked up by Alfred State. Alfred State still on the PK. No, that's not right. No, the numbers are up on the board, but they got released with the power play goal. Silly me. Mason Savage. Nope, not Mason Savage. That's a 19. Owen Bismarck. Busy into the corner. Centering pass. And just missing it in the middle is Drew Blevins. Coming back the other way. Alfred State, number 6, Joshua Carney with this puck. Sends it around back behind the net into the blind corner. This puck comes all the way down. And it was sent around by Alfred State, so there's no icing. Alfred State taking that from behind their goal. Passes this up to the blue line. Held in by the body of Kellen Duffy. Duffy shot and knocked away. Save made by the goaltender. Coming around behind the net, Kellen Duffy. We got a down player. Jaden Taylor is down, writhing in pain. Looks like his arm, he may have gotten slashed on the arm. So we'll have a face-off in the Alfred State zone. Connor Lamb taking the face-off. Pulls this puck over to Gorman. Charlie not able to get a shot off. Puck goes back behind the goal. It's on the side now. Kirk Mohawk trying to get it out. Centering pass, shot taken by Gorman. Save made. Clearing pass is blocked by Kellen Duffy at the blue line. He winds up. Another shot, another save. A little skirmish in the crease area. Nice pressure by JCC. You don't know where Mount Park, do you? is in the front seat where I was sitting is my printer, and I need it because I forgot to put these in number order. I can get it between periods to cut the ice. Face off won by Alfred State. Puck comes over to Justin Ricard. Ricard battling against Whitmore. Whitmore frees up that puck and sends it into the corner. It gets ripped around. Kellen Duffy trying to catch it on the far side. This gets bounced past into the neutral zone. Ripped back in hard by Alfred State. Carson Barrett picks it up at the corner. Challenged by Joshua Carney. Puck comes up to the blue line. And out it comes, brought back in by Jacob Bennett. Bennett backhands this in the air. An unmanageable pass for Lucas Scanlon. But Scanlon able to pick this up off the board, send this over. Wraparound shot attempted by Jacob Bennett. I don't think it ever made it on net, though. Coming down through the middle with this puck is Carson Barrett for JCC. Loses that puck. He's wrapped up with the official. Colin Whitmore looking for a wraparound, trying to stuff it in. Owen Eversole trying to help out as well, but the Alfred State goaltender, number 39, holds on to that. Oh, you know what, Stelly? So can you get a printed program? Or again, I can get that between periods. Only got 2 minutes. Never mind. Huh? Face off, comes over to the side. Alfred State trying to push this puck out. Taken away by Dylan Johnson, I mean. Centering pass, nobody there. Shot on goal, save made. Make sure you get his picture. A puck comes in the middle, picked up by JCC. Pass out to Johnson. Johnson over the blue line. Loses that puck. That puck comes out into the neutral zone. Not Carson Barrett. Josh Carney had it for a moment. This comes on net. Save made just aside for Owen Van Brocklin. Pass comes up to Tyler Sovey. Sovey moves this into the middle. Missed by Dylan Johnson. Picked up by Alfred State in the neutral zone. Alfred State loses it. Little shovel pass. Gets this puck over to Jeeves. Mason Jeeves. And Dylan Johnson crossed off sides just before Jeeves pulled that puck over the blue line. Now, there seems to be only 2 words that hockey players know, and I've heard them a lot. Smile, Peyton! Get it? Face off, jumped in by JCC. Battle for it in the corner. Peyton LeClaire was able to hold up through Blevins. Puck sent into the middle. Alfred State trying to get it out at the point. Fired up. Cross out into the middle. Weinbar shot blocked in front. Oh my. Alfred State now back from behind the goal in the trapezoid. Oh, from Gretzky's office. The feed to Mason Savage. Savage not able to convert. Peyton LeClaire takes that puck back behind his goal. Sends it over on the near side. Top of the circle. Weinbar rips it back in deep. LeClaire picks it up on the far side. Less than a minute to go. Drew Blevins loses that puck at the point. Evan Sanford fires it on that save made. Near side. Weinbar stuffing this back in. And that puck is not cleared by Jacob Bennett. It's caught by Cameron Weinbar. Weinbar from the blue line moves over to the point position, puts that puck in deep for Blevins, and that gets deflected and is lost forever in the ceiling at the Clayton Recreation Arena. Up there, all those little loops and bloops is filled with pucks. Carson Barrett cycles this back into his own zone. Gonna have 10 seconds once he makes that pass. to Kellen Duffy, now sent up through the neutral zone into the O zone. Barrett with a shot deflected away. Far side, Owen Ebersol 1 second, and that's where this period is going to end. At the end of one period of play, it is the Jefferson Community College Cannoneers 2 and the Alfred State Pioneers 0. Shout out to my sponsors, Two Broke Moms, located on North Jefferson Street in Pulaski, next to the Dollar General. For all of your branding needs, you can put anything on anything. Make your own custom shirts for your own family vacations or family staycations. Have it done by Two Broke Moms in Jefferson, in Pulaski. They also have over 20 local vendors selling their stuff on their shelves. So you want to find something made by a local vendor, local crafter, stop in at Two Broke Moms. And if you want customized even more, they can help you take care of that. Two Broke Moms, North Jefferson Street in Pulaski. Help us be less broke. Hashtag crazy. Power Play Sports, exit 47 off Interstate 81 in Watertown. For all of your ice hockey sporting good needs. Not only a complete line of CCM equipment, but they have used equipment available at deep, deep discounts. And they have training, skills, and drills. Learn to skate, adult learn to play hockey, as well as 3-on-3 pond hockey league, since they've got an indoor sheet of real ice in addition to synthetic ice. And the outdoor rink will open once it gets cold enough in Watertown, which could be any day now. Exit 47, Interstate 81 in Watertown, Power Play Sports. Dupree's Cleaning Services for your interior and exterior cleaning needs for your commercial, residential, or industrial location. Check them out at exteriorcleaning315.com. Top-notch roofing and construction for all of your roofing and construction needs in Oswego County, points east, west, and south. Find them on topnotchroofingcny.com. Glory Construction and Development for all of your new building and new structure construction needs in Jefferson County, points north, west, and east. If you're going to have it built in his glory. Streamside RV Park and Golf Course located on Tinker Tavern Road in Pulaski. If you want to be greenside, you got to be streamside. And while you're there, check out Divots Restaurant and Bar, located in the clubhouse at Streamside RV Park and Golf Course on Tinker Tavern Road in Pulaski, New York. Cold drinks, great food, great friends. Divots Restaurant and Bar. And we'll be back in less than 10 minutes. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day. Let's go. You can sneak by. It's warm in there. Yep. All right, welcome back. Second period here. 1 minute and 1 second has expired. We've got Rainier Khan, number 17, down in the corner for Alfred State. I will show this injury. I don't know if you saw it, but it appears that Rainier is not wearing his hockey athletic protector. Personally, I'm a huge athletic supporter, and I'm a supporter of the athletic supporter. So there's a face-off, goes in control of Alfred State. Kellen Duffy sends that around on the near side. Right now, Jack Blaine fires that on net. Save made. Puck goes back behind. Drew Blevins rips this all the way around for Mason Savage. Savage can't get it out. Puck held in. Justin Ricard for Alfred State made a play on that, but I thought they said they were. Oh, he checked up onside. Excuse me. Mason Savage bringing that puck into the O zone. Turns it over as he crosses the blue line. Picked up by Carson Barrett. He fires that on net. Save made. Puck gets redirected into the corner. Now comes up at the blue line. Held in by JCC. Drew Blevins gives that to Bismarck, who fires that shot. Save made. And here comes Alfred State. Bumps that puck at the blue line. They go off for their change. Carson Barrett picks that puck up from his trapezoid and starts to skate it down. He looks, goes for the stretch pass, and that's going to be an icing as that puck got missed by Mason Savage at the blue line. Stretch passes, they're important. Face-off won by Alfred State. Puck sent in deep. Played back through behind the goal. Picked up by Kellen Duffy on the sideboard. Duffy guarding that puck, comes up to the point. Peyton LeClaire with it, fires that net. It's loose, it's in the slot. Josh Carney not able to pull the trigger. He didn't even see that puck. It went off of his skate. Now it's loose in the middle. Carney still can't handle it. Feeds this over to Jaden Taylor as that knocked free off of his stick. And JCC is able to clear this through the neutral zone. Picked up Alfred State at the blue line. And now it's taken, control is taken by Owen Bismarck, who sends that in deep, goes to the far corner, ripped out, touched that center line by Luke Alfieri. He races over to get his change. Carson Barrett picks that puck up, sends this all the way up for Van Brocklin. Oh, not Van Brock, excuse me, Tanner Esposito. I thought that was a 10, it was a 16. Here's Van Brocklin at the blue line, trying to guard as that puck comes in. Nice little poke check, and Owen comes away with the puck. Van Brocklin looking, drops this puck off for Nate Van Wee. Van Wee through the middle, over the blue line. Shot fired low, kick save. Esposito on. Van Wee takes this in the corner, brings it up to the hash mark. Coming into attack is Justin Ricard. Just on the side of that blue. Puck comes up and shot fired. Van Brocklin misses wide left. And that rebound off the goalie picked up by Alfred State, and they move out with this puck at center ice. Stopped by by Connor Lamb. Taking away Alfred State. They dump that puck in. Nate Van Wee from the trapezoid backhands this over for himself. He goes over to pick that puck up at the corner. Challenged by Josh Carney, tries getting it out. Puck comes back. Van Wee has that stick lifted. Puck taken away. Jacob Bennett goes into the trapezoid. He gets knocked out. Moving in, shot taken. AJ Jurgens. Loose puck. diving around four. It's all over the place, getting up, turning around, getting himself situated is Presley Creighton. And this puck makes its way into the neutral zone. Not enough time for fresh legs to get out there for JCC. Nice poke check by Van Brocklin coming in, picking that puck up. Charlie Gorman. Gorman hits the center line, dumps that puck in, rides the rail in deep. First one back for it, number 24. I don't have his name. And he puts a hard forecheck on Caden Perini. And they're going to call interference because Caden did not have possession of the puck. He was trying to make a play to go over and get to it.
Better boy, JT. Eat up, buddy.
So JCC penalty, I believe, was number 17, Aiden Barini, or Charlie Gorman, I think. I think he said 17. Must have been, because there's Sandman there. So time of the Jefferson Community College penalty, 4:41 of the second period. And it is 27. Alfred State's offsides. They got to check up onsides, and they don't. So offsides is the call. Face-off pushed forward by Owen Bismarck. Number 24 with this puck for Alfred State. He comes over the blue line, advancing in. Back in deep, back through the trapezoid on the far side. Looks somebody to pass it to. Sends it up to the point. Point passes across to Carney. Carney was in too deep, though. He's got to come back to pick that puck up. Fires that. Deflected by Jordan Taylor. Goes wide of the net. Back out to the point. Over for 24. Fires and misses. Alfieri on the far side. Tanner Esposito trying to get that puck away. So is Cameron Weinbar. Puck goes back behind the goal. Jaden Taylor there. Jaden into the corner. Sends this up high for 24. And that trickles over the blue line. Coming over to pick it up is Alfieri. No, not Alfieri. That's AJ Lurgis. AJ into the corner. AJ's got Sanford on him. Puck comes back. Collected by Carney. Carney at the bottom of the circle. Passes up to the point for 24. Fires it in low. Shot taken. Kick save. Rebound. Save. And the net gets dislodged as Presley Patron is coming up huge between the pipes for the Cannoneers. Big save after big save by Patron. Face off. That gets ripped all the way around and cleared. 30 seconds to go in the penalty kill for JCC. Jack Splain with this puck for Alfred State. Splain moving up through the neutral zone, uncontested, gets into the O zone, challenged by Kellen Duffy. Puck comes back and is knocked out into the neutral zone by Drew Blevins. Alfred State trying to go back and get it. Puck comes across, picked up by Tyler Sovey. Shot, save. Blevy, shot, save, made. And that gets held on to long enough by Alfred State for the officials to blow that whistle. 13-19. The teams are even. 5-on-5. Full strength for both teams here at the Sorrow Recreation Center. It is starting to snow outside, so the Clayton pool will be closed starting next week. Another save by the Alfred State goalie. A pioneer in his position. Literally. Right there, the Alfred State Pioneers, in case that joke was completely missed. Kellen Duffy shot, save made, redirected into the corner. Puck comes up through the neutral zone. Hustling after it is Carson Barrett. Gets that puck backhands. It's held in. Oh, it's not held in. It is picked up by Tyler Sovey. Is that a 13? It is not. As a 19. That's Owen Bismarck. Busy into the corner. Busy gets checked by Bradley Maltby. Alfred State coming back with this puck. Rainier Kahn. Rainier. Softest shot and easiest save Presley Patron's going to face of the day. It's a nice saucer pass from the blue line. Hey, 24. 24. JCC able to pick that puck up. Oh, it goes behind Dylan Johnson. He didn't even know it. It was a pass to him. Back in his own zone, Tyler Sovey. Icing waved off. Mason G's hustling back, trying to get that puck. Puck sent in deep. First one back for it. Joey Cinquino. Off the board. Jaden Taylor can't keep it. Shot fired by Dylan Johnson. Save made. Rebound buried. It's a Cannoneer goal. JCC Cannoneer goal scored by number 93, Dylan Johnson, unassisted, or really, he assisted it himself. Number 93, unassisted. Time of the Cannoneer goal, 8:01 of the second period. Off the face-off, Colin Whitmore comes in to grab that puck, loses it as he crosses the blue line. Alfred State coming back. Puck jumped in by Jacob Bennett. Bennett dropped back for Rainier Kahn. Kahn sends this in deep. Loose puck in the corner. Squeaks out for Whitmore. Whitmore trying to get it around Rainier Kahn, and eventually does. Whitmore looking for Kahn's number still. That puck goes on net. Save made. And it gets deflected up into the netting. We'll have a face-off to the right side of the JCC goalie. Little conversation between Cameron Weinbar and others. Is that Weinbar? No, excuse me. That's Carson Barrett. No, it's 8. Woo! Colin Whitmore. I have a hard time reading these numbers. I may need to get glasses. Esposito taking the face off, rearranges his forward. Puck goes to Whitmore. He misses it. Picked up by AJ Lugris. Lugris into the neutral zone. Lugris over the blue line. Lugris has that puck tipped by Bismarck. Gets a shot on net. Save made. Loose out on the side. Whitmore trying to pull it back. Shot taken by Jacob Bennett. Save made by Presley Patron. There's only 3 words they use to spell U F suck. That's it. That's all I hear. JCC trying to clear that puck out. Coming over. Oh, it's put on net. Save made. Rebound, Luke Alfieri. Backhands this in deep for Josh Carney. Carney getting attacked by Connor Lamb. Carney dumps this. No, blocked by Lamb. Lamb with it. Sneaks this around the Weinbar. Cameron Weinbar goes into his trapezoid. Dodges Josh Carney. Fires this up to Lamb. Lamb not able to save it. Lamb catches that puck with his chest as it comes out over the blue line. Luke Alfieri picks it up, sends it back to his D. AJ Lugris. Back up to Alfieri. Alfieri turns the ship and moves into the O-zone. Shot low. Save made by Patron. And he's upset. I heard Alfieri yell an expletive because he shot the goal at Patron's belly button. Not sure who he's angry at, but hopefully it's himself. Rainier Khan rips this around back behind the goal. Near side picked up. Drew Blevins can't get it out. Fired in. Jake Splain and caught in the air. Popped by Presley Patron. Jacob Bennett lines up for the face-off against Nate Van Wee. Van Wee sends this over to the side for Duffy. Duffy rips this all the way around onto the far side. Stand on and trying to pull that out is Bismarck. Bismarck gets his stick on the correct side of the player and is able to clear that puck down. Brady Maltby sends this over to the other defender. He loses it against the boards, and I'm not sure what's happening. Shot fired by Owen Bismarck. Save made by the goaltender. Busy lines up for the faceoff, pulls his puck back to the point. Kellen Duffy steps up, shot, save made. Puck goes into the corner at the bottom of the faceoff circle against the boards, now at the top of the circle. Duffy backing up, puck comes out into the neutral zone. Kellen fires this across to Carson Barrett. Barrett dumps it in, and that's going to be an icing. We'll bring this faceoff back down to the JCC end of the Sorrow Recreation Arena. Bismarck facing off. Bismarck takes out Joe Cinquino. Cinquino. The 50th. Kellen Duffy takes out a player. Puck comes free. It gets dumped forward for Owen Bismarck. Bismarck on the other side of this blue area with the puck, presumably. Top of the circle, shot, loose, out in front, and it's a goal! Drew Blevins from Owen Bismarck. Where's my pen? There it is. Huh? Jefferson Community College goal scored by number 88, Drew Blevins, assisted by number 19, Owen Bismarck. Excuse me, the assist is credited to Carson Barrett, 88 from 6. Time of the JCC goal, 10:51 of the second period. We've got a cross check on Nate Van Wee. Nate Van Wee is laughing about it because he's saying, if I cross check the kid, we would all be crowded around him to see if he's still breathing. So JCC penalty number 15, Nate Van Wee, 2-minute minor for cross-checking. Number 15, 2 minutes, cross-check. Time of the minor penalty, 11:19 of the second period, and it's an Pioneer power play. They win the faceoff, pull this puck back to the point, goes point to point over to 24. He centers this pass, shot, save made, rebound kicked away, picked up by Tanner Esposito. No, he can't hold on to it, and we're going to have a whistle, and that's going to be I believe that's going to be a hooking penalty. On Alfred State, number 19. Ni- 19 blue, hooking. So Alfred State Pioneer penalty, number 19, a 2-minute minor for hooking. Number 19, 2 minutes, hook. Time of the minor penalty, 11:32 of the second period. And it is 4-on-4 hockey. Thank you, Angela. I had 2 19s. One of them is Jaden Taylor. Oh, my. Is this offside? It is. I wasn't paying attention for a second. I didn't know what happened. Apparently, nothing. Minute 5 of 4-on-4 hockey, and then we'll have 13-second power play for Alfred State. Yeah, Joey Cinquino. Does that mean 50th, Angela? Not Connor Lamb. That is Dylan Johnson. Sends us in shot. Save made or deflected away. And Alfred State picks this puck up. Here comes Luger. Luger at the blue line. Still with this puck. Pulls over, backhand. Shot gets deflected away. Carson Barrett goes into the corner with Joshua Carney. Carney shot, save made. Carney picks up the rebound, puts us in front. Another save. Kellen Duffy held it for a second to see if Patron was going to cover it up, and he did not. JCC coming out with this puck. Pass up, nice stretch pass up to Dylan Johnson. He takes us into the offensive end. Johnson dumped onto the ice as he was holding on to the stick of Bradley Maltby. Maltby retaliates. All right, so that is a JCC penalty against number 93, Dylan Johnson. 2-minute minor for unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 93, 2 minutes, unsportsmanlike. Time of that minor penalty, 13:13 of the second period, and is now 4-on-3, a power play for Alfred State. JCC wins that faceoff, and they're trying to bring this puck down. Evan Sanford with it gives us back to Weinbach. Mason Savage skates this all the way into the corner. He has it pressed up against the boards. Both players have been released. It's now a 5-on-4 power play for Alfred State. JCC still with that puck, knocked into the corner by Justin Ricard, held in at the point by Weinbar. Weinbar sends this puck up for Evan Sanford. We got a delayed penalty against Alfred State. Patron goes into the bench, and we got the extra attacker on Alfred State, able to touch up on that puck, and we're going to have a roughing penalty assessed against Alfred State. Alfred State Pioneer penalty, number 22, Bradley Maltby, 2-minute minor for roughing. Number 22, 2 minutes rough. Time of the minor penalty, 13:59. And we're back to 4-on-4 hockey for a minute 15. And then we'll have a 45-second, presumably, on the power play for JCC. Face-off won by Alfred State, getting in there. Tyler Sovey knocks that puck free, sends this back behind the Alfred State goal. Alfred State there, just picking up, trying to come up. Sovey holds his puck in, picked up again by Alfred State's 44, Lucas Scanlon. Scanlon passes up through the neutral zone. This comes up, shot on net, save made, rebound collected by Tyler Sovey. Sovey sends this around far side. AJ Lugris there at the blue line, rips this on net, another save. Loose puck coming over is Alfieri. Alfieri tries sending this back to the point. That puck gets stolen by Bismarck. Bismarck feeds this over to Sovie. Sovie into the O-zone. Back to Bismarck. Busy shot. And that goes off the skate of some assistant captain. Puck picked up by Sovie at the hash mark. Centering pass. Tipped it at the goal. Shot taken. Nate Van Wee. And it goes wide right. Puck stolen in the corner by Sovie. Taken back by Luger. It's taken back again by Tyler. Sovie to Van Wee at the point. Van Wee drifts over. Low shot. Tip. Save. What a set of 4-on-4. Incredible plays. I love the persistency of JCC, never giving up. Even when they get stripped of the puck, they immediately turn around, back check, and regain possession of the puck. Absolutely fantastic. Maybe that's considered a forecheck. I never understood. Jaden Taylor trying to get this puck out, and out it comes, collected by Weinbar in the neutral zone. Weinbar drifts down to his end of the ice, looking to set things up. 4:45 to go, and the power play for the Cannoneers has begun. Here's Weinbar into the O-zone. Weinbar into the corner, drifts over into the trapezoid, looking, sends this up on the side to Dylan Johnson. Johnson, D-to-D pass over for Duffy. Duffy tries sending it back. Johnson can catch it, and they got to get reset back in their zone. Johnson skates up near side over the blue line, has his pocket picked by Rainier Kahn. Kahn loses his puck. Weinbar going up for it, ends up tripping Rainier. Puck comes all the way down. There's no icing because JCC's on the power play. Kellen Duffy with the puck, passes over to Mason Savage. Savage brings this up into the neutral zone, trying to weave his way around. Justin Ricard goes towards the corner. Puck knocked away by AJ Lugris. Lugris passes this across D-to-G to Jaden Taylor. Taylor comes up into the neutral zone, has that knocked away, and it goes in deep into the Alfred zone. Teams are even. Puck grabbed by Mason Savage. Savage looking, shot, and it's a goal! It got tipped in by Dylan Johnson, his second of the day. Right, Johnson from Savage, I think I said, 71. And that is an even strength goal. Jefferson Community College Cannoneers with an even strength goal scored by number 93, Dylan Johnson, assisted by number 71, I believe, Mason Savage. There's a shot, goes wide of the net. Looked like it went through the net. We'll see if the public address announcer tells us who got the assist. I'm sure she will. Nate Van Wee back to get that puck. And I was correct. It was Johnson from Savage, 93 from 71. And that's an offside. JCC leads 5-0 with 3:08 in the second period to go.
Billy Dalin. Billy Dalin.
In the neutral zone. Let's try again. Connor Lamb facing off against Joe Cinquino. Lamb steps up around Cinquino. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's in the slot. Lamb with the shot. Save made coming around back behind Caden Perini. And the net is off. The goalie's doing his best to kick it off. 2:55 to go in the second period. 5-0 JCC lead. Looking forward to possibly seeing some of the JCC reserves hit the ice soon. Connor Lamb in for a face-off again. Push this puck back to the corner. Lamb sends this behind the goal. Perini goes after it in the corner. Nate Van Wee at the point, winds up, shot low, kick save. Rebound comes up and pushed back into the corner by Owen Van Brocklin. Connor Lamb going at that puck, goes up high, hits the netting. We'll have a face-off. In the zone or out of the zone? We're going to do in the zone. And here we go. Now entering the ice, number 22, Bailey Dallin coming in and left wing. Owen Bismarck, Bailey Dallin, and Mason Savage on the front line. Defense, Kellen Duffy and Carson Barrett. Puck comes across. Dallin able to get a piece of it. Bailey goes up against the board. Puck gets pulled away. Coming down with it, Luke Alfieri for Alfred. Takes that shot, goes off the glove and of Patron and off the glass. Shot from the point. Blocked in front by Alfieri. He turns shot. Save made by Patron. Rebound. Joey Cinquino can't get a shot off. And picking this puck up is Owen Bismarck. Bismarck has Dallin on the blue line. Bismarck in. Shot. And that gets deflected away by, I can't tell if it was Alfieri or Lugris. It was Alfieri. Goalie stick is away. And Alfred State able to send that puck down the length of the ice. Going to get played on by Patron. Picked up by Busy. Here comes Owen around, fires his stretch pass out to Savage. Savage touches this in. Dallin should be making his move to the slot, but he's not. He goes over to the side, trying to catch that puck. Dallin centering pass, goes on net. Save made by Alfred State. Nice shot by Bailey Dallin, sneaking a shot off from the boards. So snuck a shot off from the boards, and it went between the pipes, had to be saved, unlike any of his siblings. Tanner Esposito to take the faceoff for JCC. Puck goes back to the corner with Jaden Taylor of Alfred State. Now it's loose over by the trapezoid. Brendan O'Donnell sends this up along the side. Held in at the point by the Sandman. And Sanford moves this forward. Now it gets knocked out. Sanford coming back forward. Sanford taken out. Dives after that puck. He's still backing up to play some D. Save made by Patron. Weinbar in the corner. Snaps this up for Esposito. Esposito touches his puck forward for Ebersol. Comes back to Esposito. In Colin Whitmore going in after that puck. It comes up to the center line. Esposito trying to get it, as does A.J. Lugris. Lugris in shot. Save made. Rebound. Far side. Picked up Owen Ebersol. Ebersol backhands this in deep for Weinbar. Weinbar sends this behind the goal to Evan Sanford. Sanford trying to clear it up along the side. Ripped from the point by Brendan O'Donnell. Save made. Weinbar collects this puck on the far side. Weinbar try hitting Esposito on this stretch, not able to connect with them. This puck comes back. Sanford tries sending this back out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Esposito. His cross-ice pass is stolen by Lugris. Lugris to Alfieri. Alfieri tries dumping that puck in, and it is caught by Weinbar off the rebound, off the backboards. Cameron sends this behind the goal for Evan Sanford. The Sandman tried to hit Whitmore. Whitmore was going the other way, and it's a race towards icing. Icing waved off as Tyler Sovey able to get around at the dot in time. Shot taken. Owen Bismarck save made. And that's the end of the second period. At the end of 2 periods of play, it is JCC 5, Alfred State 0. And I got to go get something to drink, some more coffee. This is the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence from the Thoreau Recreation Arena, reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day. All right, welcome back, hockey fans. Period number 3. JCC with the lead, 5-0. In net for Alfred State, number 39 is Trenton Seawald. He's been in there the whole game. Alfred wins that faceoff. They try to dump that puck in, goes to Carson Berry, passes it across, comes up. Here's Drew Blevins, shot to goal! Blevins buries one. Jefferson Community College goal scored by number 88, Drew Blevins, assisted by number 6, Carson Barrett. 88 from 6, time of the Cannoneers goal, 0-14 of the third period, and they lead 6-0. JCC able to dump that puck in after winning the faceoff. Blevins going in. AJ Lurgis sends this behind the goal to Jaden Taylor. Taylor's tripped, and that's going to send Mason Savage to the box. So JCC penalty number 71, Mason Savage, 2-minute minor for tripping. Number 71, 2 minutes trip. Time of the minor penalty, 0:31 of the first period, and it's a Pioneer power play. Off the faceoff, puck is picked up by Kellen Duffy. Duffy loses it. Pioneer centering pass gets missed. AJ Lurgis has got to come all the way back to his defensive end to pick that puck up as he missed it at the blue line. Tanner Esposito trying to keep him honest. Esposito hacking and hooking and hacking and lifting and trying. AJ Lurgis in at the faceoff circle at the hash mark. Pass it to the center point. Slot position shot. Save. Multiple shots taken by Brendan O'Donnell. Multiple saves made by Presley Patron. Puck gets sent all the way down in after it. Tyler Sovey trying to get a shorty. Not able to. Here comes Jaden Taylor. Passes his puck up into the neutral zone. Sovey steals it. Passes that puck back to the defense. D-to-D pass. With it now, Kellen Duffy. Sends this behind the goal. Now it gets sent all the way up. Caught at the center point position by Alfred State's. This is number 17, Rainier Khan. His shot blocked in front. This puck held in, sent over, and that came out. Jake Splain not able to catch that puck in the offensive zone. That'll come out into the neutral zone for the faceoff. 18:11 remaining in the game. 42 seconds remaining in the power play. JCC with a 6-0 lead here in Clayton, New York at the Sorrow Athletic Center. Faceoff won by Alfred State. Bradley Maltby passes this over to Jake Splain. Splain back to Maltby. Maltby skating up with this puck. Brings it over the center line. Dumps it in. Patron stalls it back behind the net. Plays this back into the corner for for Nathan Van Wee. Van Wee sends this puck up. And coming with it is Bismarck. Owen has this puck. He sends this in deep for Dylan Johnson. Johnson backhands this out to the point for Owen Van Brockman. Van Brockman fires it. Gets knocked down by the chest of Luke Alfieri. Held in by JCC. 3 seconds remaining in the penalty against Mason Savage, and that has expired. The teams return to even strength. Drew Blevins holds that in from the blue line. Shoots that way too high. Puck comes all the way around. Picked up by Rainier Khan. Khan sends this off the glass, and Cameron Weinbar takes it. Stretch pass out to Mason Jeeves. Jeeves backhands it. Shot taken by Dylan Johnson. Save made. Loose puck in the corner. Mason with it. Dylan with it. Loose puck in the slot, and that gets cleared out by Jake Splain. Caught in, knocked out by Alfred State. Coming down the ice, Alfred State's 29, Brendan O'Donnell shot gets blocked by the skate of Evan Sanford. Sanford goes down and his skate gets locked up with a player from the Pioneers. Here's Drew Blevins over the blue line. Blevins moving in. Ebersol in the middle could not complete the play. Alfred State. Ebersol buries that kid into the board. Puck picked up in the slot by Peyton LeClaire. Peyton back behind the net. Peyton grew up playing here in this very rink for the Thousand Island Pirates. Awesome for Peyton to be playing here again with the Alfred State Pioneers. Puck picked up. Justin Ricard gets us out into the neutral zone. Cameron Weinbar there to play it. Weinbar moves up to the blue line. Weinbar at top of the slot. Over at the faceoff dot. Shot hits off the side of the net. Going to effort. Owen Ebersol knocked away. Puck picked up. Luke Alfieri sends this back in deep for Kane Holberton. Holberton rips this around to the far side. Nice stick lift by Rainier Kahn. Puck goes down to the JCC end of the ice. And some extracurriculars behind the play calls for the whistle. And I believe... And we've got incidental minor penalties. JCC's number 7, Evan Sanford, 2-minute minor for slashing. And Alfred State's number 17, Rainier Kahn, 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the incidental minor penalties, 4:16. And they're not incidental, excuse me. And we've got 4-on-4 hockey. So 4-on-4 hockey again this game. AJ Lugris picks this puck up, can't get it out. Held in by Kellen Duffy. Duffy passes over, and that shot by Dylan Johnson missed so bad. We may want to check and make sure his stick's not broken. Duffy drops this off to Johnson. Johnson moving his way through the neutral zone. Johnson hits the blue line, drops it back, and it is missed by Kellen Duffy. Puck sent down the length of the ice, played on by Patron to avoid the icing call. Missed pass to Tyler Sovey. Puck comes back. Josh Carney with it for Alfred State. Carney tried to get that away and knocked away by Dylan Johnson. Puck comes out, sent across for Dylan Johnson. Backhand shot. See, it's loose, and Johnson stuffs it in. That's a goal. Initial save made by Trenton Seawall. But Johnson not giving up, reaching back, able to knock that puck off of the post to bury it, or not really bury it, just sneak it across for the goal. JCC goal scored by number 93, Dylan Johnson, unassisted. Number 93, unassisted. Time of the JCC goal, 5:26 of the third period, and they lead 7-0. From the point, shot taken by Nate Van Wee. Save made. So they handed out some assists on that. So it's a hat trick for Dylan Johnson, number 93, assisted by number 11, Kellen Duffy from 13, Tyler Sovey, 93 from 11 from 13, Duffy from, Johnson from Duffy from Sovey. Time of the JCC goal, 5:26 of the third period. And again, they lead 7-0. Puck held in by Brandon O'Donnell, put the shot on goal. Save made by Presley Patron. The puck comes across the crease, lifted up in the air, and Tanner Esposito with it, can't get the shot off. Esposito trying to hold it in the zone, coming over to pick it up. Rainier Kahn sends that through the neutral zone. No icing as Owen Van Brockland hustles down to pick that puck up. OVB from behind the net passes it off the boards, gets it to Tyler Sovey, who nudges this forward to I can't see who it was. Peyton LeClaire behind the net. Sends this up along the boards for Luke Alfieri. Alfieri hits a breaking Rainier Khan in the neutral zone. Rainier centering pass, and Josh Carney a step behind. He reached and glided instead of reaching and taking a stride. Had he done that, he may have varied, but instead he glided and stretched, and that means you're slowing down instead of speeding up. Hockey is a game of action. 12:23 remaining in the third period. Josh Carney lining up for the faceoff against Owen Bismarck. Carney wins the faceoff, and Alfred State able to snap that out and goes down the length of the ice. Played on by Patron to avoid the icing. Sent all the way around, and that was almost kicked right. Oh, shot save made. Oh, that was almost a beautiful play to Savage over here at the other end of the ice. Alfred State in, trying to keep that puck in, fire, and that gets blocked. Goes off the leg of Drew Blevins. Blevins going in after that puck in the corner. Blevins puts this on net, and that gets covered up by Trenton Seawald. Tanner Esposito taking the face off against Brendan O'Donnell. O'Donnell pulls this puck back. AJ Lurgis rips this around behind his goal. Ripped on net, save made. Rebound drops down, swinging and missing Owen Ebersol. Recovers, sends that puck back behind the net. Now is intercepted by Alfred State, and now it's caught back by Evan Sanford. Sanford couldn't keep that in, coming out with it, Jaden Taylor. That gets knocked away by Colin Whitmore, now picked up by Cameron Weinbar from behind his net. Passes puck across, and it is taken away and shot by Brendan O'Donnell. Save made by Patron. Coming back with this puck is Whitmore. Whitmore falls down on the blue line. Puck taken by Justin Ricard, sends this behind his net. Breakout pass intended for Brendan O'Donnell. He's not able to catch it. That's going to be an icing. Brendan was striding that time. That pass just reached out too far in front. He couldn't catch up to it. Aim helps in hockey, too. Bailey Dallin back out on the ice, camping out in front of the goal, trying to sneak behind a defender. See if Sovey can get it to him off the faceoff. He does not. He pulls that puck over to Mason Jeeves. Loose puck. Grabbed by Sovey. Sovey drifting back. Dallin checks up onside. Puck knocked in. Turned back out by Kane Holberton. Now with that puck, dumping it in is Mason Jeeves. Goes back behind. Dallin, just misses picking that puck off. Kellen Duffy grabs it at the point. Duffy shot. Tipped in front. And it tipped in front by Mason Jeeves, and it goes up and hits the netting. And we're going to have a face-off in the zone. Dallin sneaking behind Luke Alfieri. He can hide in his shadow all day long. Puck goes to the corner, grabbed by Kane Holberton. He goes back around behind the net, sends his puck up. Chasing after it is Luke Alfieri. Not even going to get close to it, as Carson Barrett takes that puck behind his net. Barrett coming up with it. Little short pass to Duffy. Duffy weaves his way over the blue line. He's got Dallin behind him. Pass over. Shot taken by Mason Jeeves. Goes just wide of the net. Back out top of the slot. Shot misses wide by Sovey. Rebound comes all the way up to Barrett. Carson Barrett. Pass goes to the far corner. Sovey over there. Sovey back up high to Duffy. Duffy goes into the corner. He's taken out. Duffy. You got Dallin battling in the middle. Dallin battling against Kane Holberton. Nice there. I like the work that Bailey's put into his game. Shot fired by Carson Barrett. Loose puck picked up by Alfieri. Alfieri with it. Sends it over to the side. This gets sent out, and that is sent the length of the ice by JCC. Patron plays this back out to Sovey. Sovey curls around. He's got Dalin in front of him at the blue line. Sovey crosses over, pulls this puck into the middle. Can't get the shot off. Puck taken away by Peyton LeClaire. Now it's out in the middle. Dalin comes over. Couldn't get that before Maltby sends this into the corner. Duffy, Kellen, shot, misses. Rebound comes off the board, near side, picked up by Rainier Khan. Khan able to pass that up to Brendan O'Donnell. O'Donnell comes in left side, centering pass, nobody there. Puck goes across top and played off the far boards by Ricard. No, at the point, Peyton LeClaire dumps this in. Ricard, shot, save made by Presley Patron. And he pulls that puck out from the same place that he would hide Alex Ovechkin's 900th goal. It was in his leg pad. Face off to the left side of Patron. Comes up high to the point. Peyton LeClaire fires this in. Goes back behind the goal. AJ Lugaris. Not Lugaris. Nope, that is somebody else. Puck comes out through the neutral zone. Hustling over for it is Maltby. Bradley sends this back across the grain to Ricard. Ricard touches it into the offensive end, and that line changes. Picking this puck up for JCC, Owen Van Brocklen. Here's Owie coming up, losing this puck at the blue line, trying to regain possession. Knocked by Rainier Khan. Coming over to help out and grab that puck now is Caden Perini. Down on the ice, Joe Sinclino, slow to get up. Gets up and gets off. Coming back with this puck. Connor Lamb, and he gets stripped by Luke Alfieri and flies over the blue line. Alfieri's going to go to the box. He didn't mean to trip him. He was trying to get the puck, but he ended up tripping him. So Alfred State penalty, number 3, Luke Alfieri, 2-minute minor for tripping. Number 3, 2 minutes trip. Time of the minor penalty, 12:15 of the third period. And with the 7-0 lead, it's another JCC power play. Waiting for the fourth skater, and he comes in number 44, Lucas Scanlon. Owen Bismarck in for the faceoff, pulls this over to the side for Weinbar. Weinbar puts it back to the point for Duffy. Duffy missed pass. Weinbar covers for him. Back to Duffy. Duffy passes over near side for Dylan Johnson. Johnson misses it. Puck gets clear. Played on by Patron. Patron leaves it behind his goal for Duffy. Duffy snaps this back over for Weinbar. Cameron picks this puck up. Comes into the neutral zone. Cameron moves his way into the middle, trying to weave his way around. Lean shot, save, rebound. Oh, miss. 2 shots, swings and misses. One by Savage, one by Bismarck. There's a shot, save made. Back again, doesn't make it to Mason Savage. This comes out into the neutral zone. Back to pick it up, Kellen Duffy. Duffy passes this over to Johnson. Johnson moves it up to Weinbar. Weinbar soft pass to Dylan. Dylan into the O-zone. Dylan at the hash mark. Dylan, short side shot off the post, and it almost came back and hit him in the forehead. Weinbar kicks this back up to Duffy. Not Duffy. It's Bismarck. Here's Duffy with the puck. Johnson wants another goal. He's calling for it. Trying to call a play. And looks like the net moved. 42 seconds remaining in the player advantage for Jefferson Community College. 6:28 remaining in the game. JCC leads Alfred State by a score of 7-0. Drew Blevins in for the faceoff against Brendan O'Donnell. O'Donnell wins the draw. Puck comes around far side to Mason Jeeves. Jeeves gives this over to Barrett. Barrett back to Jeeves. Jeeves back to Barrett. Barrett sends this in deep to Sovey. Sovey back to Barrett. Back to Sovey. Sovey in the slot. Comes over, hits Jeeves. The 1-T. It's a goal! Mason Jeeves. Who did I say had that? I forgot. Well, we'll find out. Face off one by Alfred State. Bradley Maltby trying to send this puck forward. Battle for it on the center line. Puck picked up by Owen Ebersol. All right, so that was a JCC power play goal scored by number 18, Mason Jeeves, assisted by number 13, Tyler Sovey from number 88, Drew Blevins. 18 from 13 from 88. Time of the power play goal, 13:53. We got another penalty, a slashing penalty against Alfred State. I think it's on number 21, Justin Ricard. Time of the minor penalty, 14:05. So they're playing 5-on-3. That's a goal! Nate Van Wee! Oops, sorry. Yeah, you guys started that off with only 3 on the ice. Should have been 4. No, they shouldn't have any, because shouldn't oh, okay. Oh, there were 3 in there. Oh, okay. Is it a shot? No, it said it was going wide. We'll give a save though. So there's another penalty. It's a 5-on-3 now. No, it's 5-on-4. So anyway, that was a JCC power play goal scored by number 15, Nate Van Wee, assisted by number 14, Owen Ebersol. 15 from 14. Time of the goal, 14-14 of the third period. There's 5:08 remaining. Five on 4. JCC still on the power play. JCC wins that draw. Drew Blevins gives this to Weimar. Weimar shot, blocker, save by Seawall. Held in at the point by the Sandman. Sandman to Blevins, shot, save. And we've got extracurriculars going on in the crease. In the middle of it, Mason Savage putting on some checks to try to gain positioning. Then coming in behind him, Kane Halberton cross-checked him from behind. I think it was Kane. Pretty sure Savage is going to go to the box to calm down. All right, so we're trying to figure out the correct number of people in the box. I think we have too many skaters out there. Our scoreboard keeper's not familiar with this scoreboard. All right, so it's a 5-on-3 power play. I think it should be a 4-on-3. Linebar with this puck. Moving forward, pass this over to Evan Sanford. Sandman takes that shot low, gets tipped, goes over to the side. Picked up by Charlie Gorman. Linebar with it again, moves up to the top of the slot, backhands it to Gorman. Gorman couldn't catch it. He passes back up to the point for Sanford. Sanford to Weinbar. Weinbar shot high off the glass. Comes down. Sanford able to catch this at the blue line. Sanford sends this in deep for Sovey. Sovey fires this around. Picked up by Cameron Weinbar off the far board. Weinbar loses this puck. Comes to Sanford. 1-T off the glove of Seawall. Sanford again sends this in. That goes off the side of the netting. Near side, trying to chase that puck down. Charlie Gorman stepping up Sanford. Sanford feeds this puck in deep, comes back out to Gorman. Gorman, shot on goal, save made. Lamb can't catch the rebound. Linebar steps up to get it. Lamb goes back to the point position. Linebar fires that in. Somebody came out of the net. Now it's 4-on-4 or 5-on-4 or who knows. Sanford absolutely grabbed the head of Josh Carney there and pulled him down to the ice. Now picking that puck up, Jaden Taylor trying to skate it out. Caught off the skate of Charlie Gorman. Sanford picks it up, tries passing a Weinbar. Goes off the tip of Weinbar's stick into the corner, picked up by Josh Carney. Carney tries feeding this around to Jaden Taylor. Carney able to knock this out into the neutral zone. Grabbed there by Connor Lamb. Lamb trying to move this puck forward. Gets knocked off this puck. Jaden Taylor back to pick it up. Taylor coming up from his right side. Brings this puck up at top of the circle. Passes this all the way out to Brendan O'Donnell. O'Donnell trying to get around Weinbar. Can't. Centering pass. Nothing doing. Gets tipped away by Kellen Duffy. Duffy brings this into the neutral zone. Duffy into the Ozo. Duffy off his backhand, curls around, avoiding Brendan O'Donnell, but O'Donnell able to take that puck away. And here comes Brendan O'Donnell on the right side. Shot high off the glass, drops down, comes all the way out into the neutral zone. Puck is corralled by Bradley Maltby. Maltby feeds Peyton LeClaire. LeClaire dumps that puck in. Stalled by Patron. Picked up by Carson Barrett, and Barrett leaves this, sends this back to the trapezoid where it's picked up by Sovey. Sovey passes this over to Duffy. Duffy, puck taken away. Rainier Khan held in at the point by Brendan O'Donnell. O'Donnell dumps that into the corner, goes into the far side. Tyler Sovey trying to get it out, and it does. Peyton LeClaire tried turning it back in. It finds its way over to Dylan Johnson. He fires that, and it was meant to be a pass to Mason Jeeves. Mason not able to catch that pass. Toe drag attempted by Rainier Khan to get around Barrett. Not able to do so. Puck comes out on the far side. Peyton LeClaire stops it at the center line. Turned back by JCC. Moving forward. Tyler Sovey spins around. Loses this puck. Dylan Johnson going after it in the corner. Dylan Johnson sends this back to the point. Point-to-point pass, and that is blocked by Luke Alfieri. And boy, does he feel that right on the ankle. He'll wiggle it on the bench, and he'll feel better, but probably not in a minute and a half. I think we're done seeing Luke Alfieri for this game, losing 9-0. Puck knocked out on the far side. Kellen Duffy sends this in deep for Tyler Sovey. Sovey off the sideboard, back out to Duffy. Duffy winds up, shot low, save made, pops out loose, and jumping on top of it, Trenton Seawall for the save. 1:04 remaining in the game. 9-0 is the score. Are you going to do the 1 minute? So you going to remember? 1:04 to go. Esposito in for the faceoff, comes back to Duffy, fires it, misses wide. Puck fired all the way across. Nate Van Lee back to get it in the corner. And we're going to have incidental minor penalties again. So JCC penalty number 16, Tanner Esposito, and Alfred State penalty number 8, Jacob Bennett. Incidental minors for roughing. Time of the incidental minor penalty, 19:14 of the third period. And both of those players will finish the game in the box. And the official did not like something about that face-off. Oh, and Ebersol doesn't know what. What's that? Alfred, number 8. Yep. Colin Whitmore, has that blocked by Cade Holberton. Puck comes out of the zone. Holberton grabs it, snaps this over to Brendan O'Donnell. O'Donnell dumps in less than 30 seconds. Patron sends that to the corner, comes back and near side. And Owen Van Bronckhorst is just holding on to that. He's burning up time. 7 seconds to go. And that's where this one's going to end. And that'll do it here in... Oh. This is unnecessary. This is what happens when you mix testosterone and forget to add common sense. Look at this nonsense. We got coaches yelling at players. Bench is clear. If it wasn't so high, I might jump down too. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Mayhem ensues here at the Sorrow Athletic Arena in Clayton, New York, home of the Thousand Island Pirates and one of the homes of the JCC Cannoneers. All right, so tempers settle and sportsmanship reigns high. There goes Connor Lamb looking as good as ever. So hands get shoved. Tempers will calm down. This is what cold showers, one of two things that cold showers are designed for. So this one ends in a 9-0 victory for JCC. They have only lost 3 games on the year, I believe. So they are having a stellar season. I highly recommend you trying to watch as many JCC Cannoneer ice hockey games as possible. These guys are absolutely electric. Another shout out to my sponsors, Two Broke Moms, located on North Jefferson Street in Pulaski, next to the Dollar General. Dupree's Cleaning Services, interior and exterior cleaning. Find them at exteriorcleaning315.com. Top Notch Construction and Roofing. You can find them at topnotchroofingcny.com for all of your roofing and construction needs in Oswego and points south, east, and west. Glory Construction and Development for all of your new building and new structure construction needs. If you're going to have it built in his glory, serving Jefferson County and all points north, east, and west. Look at that. Friends will be friends. There's Peyton and some of his teammates. Peyton, the player, number 96. Connor Lamb out there. And everybody turned around. I missed their numbers. Also, Streamside RV Park and Golf Course. If you want to be greenside, you got to be Streamside. And Divots Restaurant and Bar, located in the clubhouse at Streamside RV Park and Golf Course, located on Tinker Tavern Road in Pulaski, New York. So, one more time, this game ends in a 9-0 victory as Jefferson Community College Cannoneers defeat the Alfred State Pioneers here in Clayton, New York at the Thoreau Athletic Center. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day, make it a great day.